In this lecture, we will learn about trigonometry. Trigonometry means the geometry about the triangles. And here we will discuss about right angle triangles. So in a right angle triangle, one angle is of 90 degrees and other two angles will be acute. So when we draw a right angle triangle, normally we say this is a perpendicular and this is base and of course this is the hypotenuse. But now we will talk about a particular acute angle, and for that acute angle we will see which side is perpendicular and which side is base. So for this angle, suppose we are representing it as theta. Then for this theta, this is perpendicular, means that is the side opposite to that angle which is an acute angle, and the side which is adjacent to it, that is the base. But if we will just change this, means if we are talking about angle A which is also an acute, for this angle A which is acute angle, the side opposite will become the perpendicular. So in other words, we can say perpendicular is not always perpendicular for both the acute angles. For one acute angle, if it is perpendicular, for the other acute angle, it will become the base. So now we are going to give new names. So as I said, for this A, this is the perpendicular and the side adjacent to that angle will be the base. Okay, so we will give a new name. For perpendicular, we will call it side opposite to the angle. Now this angle can be either this angle acute or this one. Okay, similarly, for base, we will call it adjacent side. Adjacent side to the angle. So, on the basis of this, actually in trigonometry, what we are going to do is, we will see some ratios, and those ratios are ratios of any two sides. Means it can be the ratio of the perpendicular, which we say side opposite, and the base. It can be between the perpendicular and the hypotenuse, or base and the hypotenuse, or the reciprocal of that also, means hypotenuse and base, hypotenuse and perpendicular. So basically trigonometry is used to find out these ratios as well as in day-to-day life. If we just see there is a building and we are standing some x meters away to it, and if we know the height of the building and the angle by which we are looking the top of the building, we can find out the distance between the building and our foot. Okay, so this is the first of all we can say application of trigonometry. So like this, first we will see all the 6 ratios, and after that we will see how can we apply these ratios in day-to-day life as well as the ratios for some specific angles. So let's see first what are these 6 ratios. Now we will discuss about trigonometric ratios of the angles. The first ratio is sine. Now sine of a particular angle. We are discussing the trigonometric ratios of angles, and always remember we'll talk about acute angles. Okay. So first is we are taking in consideration this angle theta, that is an acute angle. We can also name it as angle C or angle theta. So for this sine of theta, the meaning of this is sine of angle theta, and in short form we write it as sine theta. This is sine of angle theta. It is not sine into theta, because normally when we write something like AB, we take it as A into B. But here it is not sine into this theta. This is sine of this angle theta. So meaning of sine theta is perpendicular upon hypotenuse. Now For this theta, the perpendicular is side opposite to it, as I said. So this will be AB upon hypotenuse is AC. The second ratio is cosine. Cosine of the same angle we are discussing, theta, and its short form is cos theta. Again it is cos of angle theta. That is equal to base upon hypotenuse. For this angle theta, base is BC and hypotenuse is AC. When we are writing this perpendicular or base, now you have to remember this perpendicular is side opposite, and side opposite to that particular angle what we are talking about, and base is side adjacent to it. Adjacent means the one which is connected to that angle. So this side BC is connected to this, adjacent to it. So this will become the base for this angle C. The third ratio is tangent. Tangent of this theta, short form is tan theta, and that is perpendicular upon base. So perpendicular upon base, and for this theta we already have discussed the perpendicular, that is AB upon BC. These are three main ratios, and there are other three which are reciprocals of these three. So for sine theta, its reciprocal is cosec. When we say cosec, it's the short form of cosecant. This is the fourth ratio, which is cosecant. Cosecant's short form is cosec. Cosec of this theta is hypotenuse upon perpendicular. So when we write it as hypotenuse upon perpendicular, then that is AC upon AB. We had seen already sine theta is equal to AB upon AC. Now if you notice, it is AC upon AB. So in other words, we can say that cosec theta is 1 upon sine theta, or sine theta is 1 upon cosec theta. Means cosec is reciprocal of sine and sine is reciprocal of cosec. Now the fifth is secant. Secant short form is sec theta, and that is hypotenuse upon base. So that will be AC upon BC. If you look at the cos theta was base upon hypotenuse. So that was BC upon AC. And look at this sec, it is AC upon BC. So we can say that cos theta is reciprocal of sec theta, or sec theta is reciprocal of cos theta. And the last, sixth one is cotangent. Cotangent is cot theta. We name it short form cot theta, and cot theta is base upon perpendicular. Base is BC, perpendicular is AB. We'll just revise back. That was tan theta, the third ratio. Tan theta is perpendicular upon base, that is AB upon BC. But if you look at this cot theta is base upon perpendicular. So when you are saying base upon perpendicular, it means this cot theta is reciprocal of tan, or tan is reciprocal of cot. So we can say that tan theta is 1 upon cot theta, or cot theta is 1 upon tan theta. So basically there are three main ratios and other three are reciprocals. So first is sin theta, then cos theta, then tan theta. And cosec is reciprocal of sin, sec is reciprocal of cos, and cot is reciprocal of tan theta. Now we will see if this theta is same for different triangles, the length will vary but the ratio will not change. Let's see how. This triangle PCM and triangle QCN, they are similar. Why? This is a common angle and these are, we have taken perpendicular. So all these three triangles what I have taken are right angle triangles. Triangle PCM, triangle QCN and triangle ACB. All three are right angle triangles. So one angle is 90 degrees and they are sharing one acute angle, that is angle theta. It means that all these three triangles will be similar to each other. And we know that when the triangles are similar, the ratios of the corresponding sides will also be equal. So just see one triangle, its corresponding sides with the other triangle we will look and then we will find the ratio. So let's see these two first two triangles, triangle PCM and triangle QCN. They are similar, so write the corresponding sides. PC upon QC will be equal to PM upon QN will be equal to CM upon CN. Now, for this theta, if we look, the sin theta is PM upon CP. And for the bigger one, it will be QN upon CQ. So first we will see about sin theta. Sin theta in this small triangle will be equal to PM upon PC. And for this triangle QCN, sin theta will be, this is QN, side opposite, now forget about this. For this theta, this is side opposite. So QN upon CQ. Now observe these two. It is PM upon CP, QN upon CQ, and come back over here. If we look at this and just interchange the values. So PM, we can take it in that way, PM upon PC is equal to QN upon QC or CQ. Since these two ratios are equal, it means that in both the cases what we have seen, the sin theta for this smaller triangle and sin theta for this big one, both are same because these values are same. What does it mean? It means that if we are taking the similar triangles or if we are taking this angle theta is same for these all triangles, means what? The lengths are different. The lengths are different but the ratio will not change. This is one of the properties that length may vary but the trigonometric ratio will not vary with that. Similarly, we can see for the other ratios also. So this is one of the properties. We'll discuss about the ratios and the sides of the triangle. Let's take one right angle triangle ABC, which is right angle at B. Now, if we take sine of this particular angle, that is sine of angle C. If it is given, sine of angle C is 4 by 5. By the definition of sine, it is perpendicular upon hypotenuse. So one can say that AB is equal to 4 and AC is equal to 5 according to the definition. But actually when the ratio is given, that is not the length of the side. It is a ratio, and ratio is the smallest number. For example, if I say 4 by 5, it can be 8 by 10 or it can be 12 by 15. So what ratio is given it to us? That is not actually the length of the particular side of the triangle. That is the value which further we will take a variable which is form of a fixed value. So this is 4k, and in place of 5 we will take 5k. It means that this AB we will consider as 4k and hypotenuse will be 5k. So a question arises over here that if sine is given, can we find out all other ratios? Yes. But for other ratios, we do require the third side. So in this case, we will find out the third side with the help of Pythagoras theorem. So here, in this triangle ABC, by Pythagoras theorem, AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. Now AC is known to us, that is 5k, and AB is known to us, that is 4k. So always remember, whatever ratio is given, we will take one variable which will be a fixed value that will be multiplied by this as well as whichever other side is given. So that will give us the third side with the help of Pythagoras theorem. So this will be 25k square, then 16k square plus BC square. So the value of BC square will be 25k square minus 16k square, that is 9k square. So with the help of this we will find out the value of BC, that is under root of 9k square, that is 3k. Normally when we find something like this, A square is equal to 64, then we write A is equal to plus minus 64. Here we are avoiding this minus sign, since this is the side of the triangle, and the side of the triangle we will not take negative. So negative value we will not take over here. So what is the value of this BC? 3k. It means that if one ratio is given, we can find out other ratios also. So if you want to find out now cos will be for this angle C. Cos of this angle C will be based upon hypotenuse. So 3 upon 5. Similarly, if we want to find out cosec, so cosec directly we can say from here, because cosec is reciprocal of sine, so that will be 5 by 4. If we want to find out tan theta, theta or tan of any particular angle, so that tan of this C will be equal to 4 by 3. It means if one ratio is given, with the help of this ratio, we will find out the third side of the triangle and we can find out the other ratios also.